Hi, this is Vivian Stewart, the virtual librarian in Southwest Tennessee. Today I want to look at a literature database that I don't think is being used a lot, but hopefully after today students will actually see the value of using this particular source. So we're starting at the library's homepage, which is www.southwest.tn.edu/library. And we're going to our electronic databases, and I'm looking for the category of languages and literature. And the source that I would like to introduce is Literature Criticism Online. And we're maximizing our screen. If you've ever been out a library and go to the literature section, you will see volumes of brown books which are contemporary author and 20th century literary criticisms and 19th century literary criticisms, and also short story criticisms. This is the electronic version of those volumes that has been collected in one digital format. So we can either perform a basic search, advanced search, we can browse by author, we can browse by work, or we can browse by topic. So let's start off by doing a basic search. And I want to change my index to named work. And if I was trying to find information on John Henry, I would simply type that in and press search. And I have 5 matches. And by looking at this, I see that I have the author's name. This is the series that this is found, Contemporary Literary Criticism. This is volume 232. We can actually look inside this entry if we would like. And I have the 20th century literature criticism listed also. And over to the right hand side, I see that most of these are author overviews. So nothing is about John Henry, the legendary character. So I don't think I want to use any of these. So I want to go back now and let's try an advanced search. So with the advanced search, you really have to think about what you're actually searching for. So first of all, I want to type in an author's name. So this time I will type in Faulkner, first name William, and I have to identify this as being the named author. And let's say I'm looking for something. I'm not sure about the exact title, but I know Rose is actually in the title. So now I could change this index to named work, and let's see what it may find for me. And click on search. And I have 9 matches. And this is what I'm looking for, a Rose for Emily. But of course I did not remember that at the time. Over to the right hand side, I can see I have some author overviews, I have some work overviews, so I have more entries to choose from. Because I'm looking for this particular story, I can actually click on my title link, and as my page populates, it should show me the scanned pages out of this book. So this is actually page 72, which I can read, and I have my navigational buttons where I could go forward. I could even type in a certain page number and click on go. I can change the scale to make it a little bit larger or make it smaller. And I'm waiting for that to change to 50%. So it's a little bit larger for me to view. And of course I could scale over to read the next page also. Over to the left hand side, it says that we can reformat this for reading. We can print this. We can send this to our email. I can revise my search. I can look at my search history because there are 2 things that should be there now. Or I could go back to results. The next thing, let's look at browse by author. Of course, we have our alphabetical listing, so we can look at all of the authors whose last name may start with the T. So from this list, we will choose Alan Tate. So of course I have, these are author overviews. Nothing about anything that he's written. This is information about the person. So with this time, let's look at inside this entry. And what we have are, these are essays that the particular people we have here have written about Alan Tate. These are active links. So by clicking on that link, it should go to these particular pages. And once again, we can make it a little bit larger so that we can read it better. Now we can browse by works. And let's say we are looking for something that starts with the letter M. And let's go forward until I see a title that I recognize. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Of course, this is by August Wilson. So we have information coming from Contemporary Literary Criticism. All of these are from Contemporary Literary Criticism. So if by chance we click on the link, once again, we have the information that appears. And last, we can browse by topics. So these are various topics that are available. And if by chance you see something that looks interesting, like AIDS in literature, simply click on the link and we have one thing that is available. And we can actually view this information. I am now going back to a basic search, and I wanted to show you the collections that are available. Classical and Medieval Literary Criticism, Contemporary Literary Criticism, Short Story Criticisms, 20th Century Literary Criticism. These are the collections that are available. I hope that whenever you have to perform any type of research and you need literary criticisms, that you will remember that this resource is available for you to use. Please share your comments about using this with us. Please share it with others. And we hope that you will be using our resources and providing feedback. Have a great day.